Sound. Sound. One, two, three. Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome. This is Miguel on the radio. Hello. This is Miguel on the radio, the 21st of January. We're here. I'm Miguel, your host. And I am not alone. We have a very, very, very special guest. Such a pleasure to have her on the studio. We are with Marta Zawadzka. She's an artist, architect. She's full of light, inspiration for bringing joy to our studio here, bringing warmth to this cold afternoon in January in Warsaw, Poland. Such a pleasure to have you on the show, Marta.
Hello, Miguel. Thank you for having me here. I'm happy that I'm here with you, and after this, cold day, so that's cool.
Fantastic. Marta, please share with us. There's so many interesting accomplishments. So it's a life full of inspiration, and I believe people listening, they will be able to get a perspective of how it is today to deal with paintings, to live as a full-time artist, and from your perspective, how do you see the world of artists, of female artists today in Warsaw, Poland?
Maybe I will start with that. It's not happened for me. It's a whole my life, and it's a whole process. So since I was a really small kid, when I was kid, I was thinking about myself as an artist. My whole family was, making some jokes that I'm artist because I was painting on the walls and on the floors and furnitures and everywhere, and they were joking that I'm artist. But for me, I was taking this very, very serious, and I remember that in my mind, those time I had that I'm artist. I'm the same as Picasso. That was my, this naive thinking. But I think that. But I start those time thinking like I'm artist, and I had sometimes have a dream to be a firefighter or something. I just want to be an artist, and for living to do that. And of course, when I go to school, I start to. Maybe I wasn't so. So sure, but still I was, taking part in some lessons. I do a competition, a workshop, everything. And even I choose architecture because my plan was to mix a painting with the math, with some, more science subject. And but still at the back of my mind, I had that for living, I won't paint. So with every, small step, I was on this direction to be a painter. And for a while, I was a teacher. Drawing teacher, and also I worked for a few years as an architect. But still, at my back, I had one day I will quit everything and will be 100% in this process of painting and being an artist. And I did this, I think 15 years ago right now. Yeah, that will be around 15 years ago. And with all small steps. But and I always was thinking not about just Warsaw or Poland, but about to selling, to be present abroad. Because I think very often my collectors are from this, a warm place, very vivid. So from the start, I had this perspective of world. I think I have never thinking just on Poland. I just focus on the whole world because 15 years ago, internet, social media, that was a little bit different deal than right now. I think maybe it was easier to do something those time, or maybe no. Anyway, but because the internet started to be quite strong, appear a lot of online galleries, people start to trust in this, process of selling online. So I put my whole effort, I would say, my whole energy, to do something online. And when I appear online, it's starting to running. I starting to traveling more, to have some exhibition. In fact, around the world, and to take a part in some art fair, for example, in Singapore or in Hong Kong or in Taiwan, also in Europe, and and I still do that. I still, I think the most important is to have an open mind and to be somehow, creative in this. And first of all, if you don't have fun, if you don't, enjoy that, I think it's will be difficult. But I choosing the activities. I choosing some cooperation where I feel some kind of, creative freedom, but also a joy. And this when of course this flow between the people is great. Everything is going nice.
Wow. Yeah, Marta, you have an incredible trajectory. So your work is displayed over 25 countries, and then you collaborate
even more, 45.
45. all around the world you can find a painting of yours, and this process of just starting and working, having different professions, and just in always the background, having the goal to become a full-time artist, to go all in your vocation. That was 15 years ago, and from that, what do you think that changed in your work from that first year to now?
What changed? Oh, it's difficult question. It's like, I think it's like with style. It's evolved, but still some core is the same. So I still have the same, because before I think when you create something, you have to have some motto at the back. And my motto, of course, is a little bit change, is evolving, but in fact it's still the same. But the circumstances are changing. But if we speak about this corp, I think the corp doesn't change. So it's like with style. Style is evolved, but still I'm on the same trajectory, I would say. And what changed? It's a lot of factors change. I don't know, shipping change a little bit or something, but I think it's not a tremendous change. It's just evolving. Right now, even it's difficult to say. For sure, right now I'm more. Maybe I'm more selective, because when I start, I try a lot of things, and a lot of art fairs, a lot of cooperation. Right now, I know what I want, and for sure, I'm much more selective, because from the start, I know that maybe not no, but I feel that will work or no. So first, I'm more selective, and I think that. And of course, the change a little bit of technology, because even the paint are better, or the market is different, or the Instagram change or something. So this is I think the technology is also this changing factor.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And what inspires you?
Oh, what inspires me? Oh, it's it's the best part of this. Yeah, right now I'm more excited. Yeah, what I think is the best and the most important part of what I do, the inspiration. So the most important for me is traveling and to have contact with different culture. I'm a very curious person. I'm extremely curious. So for me, to go somewhere, like for example, Hong Kong. It's very inspiring because everything is different. The climate is different. Very often, mindset of people is different. So it's for me, it's a huge inspiration. And usually, it's a not direct inspiration. It's when I have some this feeling of like a kid that wow, that's awesome. I know that after that I can paint something which in the straight line, even it's not related to this topic, but this this packing, this present which I got from the world of this joy, I can put in the painting. So the inspiration, for sure, traveling and meeting a different culture. And of course, when I'm traveling, I see the different architecture. So my big love also is architecture. So it's a huge inspiration for me. Design, architecture is inspiration. Of course, the colors, because even, the simple example, the red color looks different here in Poland in the winter, looks different in the summer, and totally different looks, for example, in Thailand. So even this subtle change of colors for me, it's a huge inspiration. Every this small factor which can stimulate me, it's awesome, and it's give me this kind of sometimes not straight inspiration, but it's give me this kick to make something new.
Oh, fantastic. I always admire, so looking at your story, yes, having something as an architect, as a profession, something that seems safe and secure from a financial perspective, from a life perspective, and then you have something as being an artist, which is full of risk, which is maybe not well seen in society. There's so much struggle. There's so much uncertainty.
Very often not well seen. Yeah.
And then as a young woman, just making the decision of leaving behind the security of a job as an architect to dive into the world of
I
art.
understand. It's difficult to explain that, but it's it's something that in your bones, in your vein, that you have to do that. I can just explain this. It's like, for me, a painting is a little bit, maybe not a little bit. It's like a breathing. I have to have this expression to deal with my emotion, with my energy. And right now, maybe I will sit that was some writer, I think. I don't remember the name, but I remember I heard an interview of some female writer, and she was also speaking about this risk of going to be a artist. It's always some unknown area, and she told something like this, that when students came to her with this kind of question, if they even have that question, or to be an artist or not, she always say no, because it's no, because it's if you want to be an artist, I think you just feel that, you just feel it for. And then if you have this kind of drive, it's easier, to be more patient, because in my career, I think the most very important factors are also a patient, because sometimes it's work, especially at the beginning, it's work or it's not work. You find the collector's client, this first time of incubation, let's say, it could be quite long. So you have to be a patient, and you have to believe, because if you not believe, I think it's maybe easier to go somewhere else. It's for me, if someone would ask me, right now, no, but earlier, I remember I was, I had a lot of this kind of question, and I never say be artist or not, because to be in this field, I think you have to have some kind of mindset, and also you just need to paint or to sing or I know to write or something. You just need to do that.
Tell us more about you growing up. So are you from Warsaw?
Yes, I'm from Warsaw.
How did your environment determine you as an artist, or affected you as an artist?
Oh, for sure, affect me a lot. But when I was even a small child, I travel a lot. My parents take me to the Soviet Union when I was a small kid. When after communism, when the border were more open, I was start to traveling quite a lot abroad to Belgium, for example. So, and for me, the traveling was the most important. The most important because there I had a contact with a different world, different people, different culture, different way of thinking, and that was stimulation for me. So, this and Polish environment, of course, affect me, but on the other hand, the traveling, that was, a game changer for me.
It's one of your passions.
Yeah, it's my passion, but also it's affect a lot of how I run my business, let's say, how I run my career, how I build the paintings. Because when I paint, at the back I have this. For me, it's even not the idea. It's my truth that everywhere in the world, people are in fact the same. They have the same need to be, safe, to be with someone who they love, to be, loved, and to be happy. And from this, part of our core, it's the people are everywhere the same. And when I paint, I have on my back that this painting will find someone because it's I put this kind of emotion which I like, and I know that people everywhere in the world just need this kind of emotion.
Something universal.
Yeah, something universal. And for me, it's a great joy because I remember I paint a very huge painting that was 2 meters for 3 meters or something like this, and when I paint, that was my link to my childhood, and I put there a lot of this, this joy and creative freedom of a child, of me when I was I don't know 3, 4, 5, something like this. And when I paint, that I was thinking about this, and I was even use some kind of line which I used when I was a kid and when I was paint on the walls. That painting was I sold to Taiwan. And that was great because I was speaking with this collector, and he told me he bought this because when he saw this painting, he just had in his memory his daughter. His daughter, who was doing also this kind of drawings and on the furniture. So for me, that was great because I put this energy, and someone from Taiwan, just recognize this energy and buy this painting. And that was that wasn't even his what he saw in this. That was some kind of that was literally exactly what I put in this painting. So for me it's great when people in so direct way read my message.
The message is there. Yeah. The connectivity is there. Yeah. Even on the other side of the world.
Yeah, exactly.
Completely different background.
Because that was many years ago. And because he was from Taiwan, so from different world, I would say. For me, that was even more important, more nice. That was great for me. And I had in my mind that people from around the world have the same heart and feel in the same way as we.
Yeah. From a perspective of someone that already accomplished so much and arrived somewhere with their voice, with their art, and even connections that defy borders, that go beyond just Poland, what would you recommend or suggest or share with someone that just seems stuck or is dreaming about one day achieving something with their creativity, with their art, with their voice, with their putting their message out there, and unfortunately, due to circumstances, due to the world, due to whatever limitations they have, they are not able to.
Oh my God, it's a huge question and a big responsibility. Oh my God. It's difficult. Especially, in the middle of winter.
Exactly.
In the dark evening.
Yeah, it's time of the year. Maybe.
Yeah. It's really difficult. I have that everyone have to find their own way. But I think the follow some kind of enthusiasm is it's very important to find enthusiasm and some kind of joy in these small activities, because I have to say that I don't paint all the time. I think the whole process of painting, it's just, I don't know, and it's not just my opinion. I think every artist, every designer have the same opinion. Painting this kind of process, which is for me the best and very joyful. Maybe it's a 15%. The rest, it's some very often office work, and it's good to find some kind of joy also in this office work. But I think still we come back to this a feeling of pleasure, or I think also very important is not focus on the obstacles. Always always the bright side.
Being positive, optimistic.
Yeah, optimistic, not to finding problems, but to finding a solution. It's the key.
Yes, people imagine or think, or the painter must be always in the studio painting, covering paint and with the brush all the time, and not having a life, not having relationships or friends, just isolated in an atelier in the top of a in a small village.
I know that people sometimes maybe live this life, but for me, if I would stuck, even just in Warsaw, not just in my atelier, I would be not able to paint. I have to have stimulation. I have to change the perspective, and then my inner process is on the right track. But if I would stuck, I think that would be for me very difficult to find this inner force to keep going.
Is that what you do if you ever get stuck, or if you ever see that the things are not moving forward? Do you just change the environment, the place? You go somewhere?
Change. Even go to cafeteria to, I don't know, for coffee or something. It's very important. But when I have a opportunity to go somewhere where it's very warm, that's awesome. Always I do a lot of painting after this kind of trip. For example, I don't know, Nice or Singapore, or anything with the sea. It's always a huge inspire for me. Always.
Very interesting. Marta, how do you deal with pressure? Like time-wise, if there's a commission painting, something that is tick-tock, how do you deal with it?
I don't know. Sometimes I feel that I'm not deal. They deal with me. No, that was a joke. But as everyone, I try to meditate or something. But the pressure. I think it's. We can write a book how to deal with pressure. Every day in different way.
It changes constantly.
It changes, but I put a lot of effort in some working with my mind. So, of course, meditation, some yoga, some exercise. working with the body, a massage, or a low-end work, or anything. So yeah, I trying everything, and to manage that side of my life, the stress, cortisol, and etc.
Very cool. How do you or how did you deal with the community of painters from the start, from the beginning? Do you have colleagues that maybe sometimes you go for guidance? Are painters connected to other painters? This is a world that I am not I've always been curious about. So how do painters deal with other painters? Is there sometimes maybe some competition or toxicity, or is a friendship, or is there collaboration? How is that world?
How is the world? I don't know, because for me it's very important to feel some kind of freedom. Not some kind, but in fact, I need to feel freedom. So focus just on one group, that would be disaster. That's why I didn't want to go to art school, because for me that would be something what would close me in some bubble, artistic bubble. So that's why I choose a difference. I never study art. I teach how to draw, how to paint, but I didn't want to study art, because that would be put me in some kind of bubble. So right now, again, I have some friends, very good friends, who are artists, but very often they have a very similar mindset with mine. They also don't want to be in the bubble. So I like to be in various environment, and I have friends from various places. Also, as an artist, I don't have so much competition in different fields. So maybe that's why my level of stress is always lower than. Yeah, but for me, this kind of freedom is very important. I don't want to put myself in the bubble. That's why I traveling a lot, because for me, the feeling of freedom, it's everything. So yeah.
No strings attached.
Yeah.
Yeah. Freedom.
Yeah, freedom, and
to just go and come and move and create whatever you can or want, or
of course, we all know that word is word, and we don't have the total freedom. But in the area where I can't have freedom, I do a lot to just feel that, and to have this kind of freedom. So I like to change the place, traveling, and that's why I don't be just in one environment.
How do you deal with family? We are in Poland, and there is this idea that Poland is conservative, and it has some ideology, some things. Is that something you ignore? Is that something that affects you? Is that something that was ever a problem to you?
Of course, that was, but. I'm a rebel, I can say, but I think my parents were bigger rebels. So they a little bit the first track they did. I don't have. As I said, my parents also were a little bit. They were rebels. That way. That's why my parents moved out from Poland to Belgium. So, right. I have a relation with my family, but it's not. I would say that it's not this Polish relation that we meet regular and etc. And they had to accept me, and that's it.
Yeah,
and my way of life. But but for the rest of my maybe not, for example, for my sister, but for the rest of my family, they don't. I think at the start they don't understand what I do. Because for them that was I don't go to the work for a 8-hour shift, so I'm an artist, and what you do? Wait, what? So
mystery.
No, I don't have this regular, I would say regular contact, very
mhm.
that I don't know, weekend dinners with my family or something. No.
Okay. I see. So the first impression, looking at your art, and it's very powerful in terms of colors, in terms of emotions and feelings, and there are also pop culture references
Yeah.
in a lot of them, and is that something that comes from you? Where does that come from?
Uh, pop culture. Oh,
Yes.
it just touched me one day.
Yeah.
I remember I one day I had this idea to paint a portrait Jimi Hendrix, and he is amazing because for me I paint him many times, and I come back to his portraits all the time, and always it's some kind of reset for me. That when I start to paint again his portrait, I just start to being on good track and finding something new. But I first time when I start with this pop art, let's say topic, I start with Jimi Hendrix, and then it's just go. I paint what it's interesting me, what have this kind of vivid energy. So that's why I paint, for example, fast cars. It's for me amazing. I like to paint a Hendrix, but for example, I never have this. I never want to paint Bruce Lee because I don't know, it's not, he is not on my trajectory. But Jimi Hendrix or David Bowie, it's awesome to paint. Or so I paint what I what I like, and very often my collectors bring me some topic. They just feel me very well, and very often they bring me very often a topic which are inspire me, which have always it's the point is some kind of energy, some kind of
Something that
energy,
clicks.
vivid,
Yeah.
and then it's cool for me to paint. But I don't paint just a pop. I would say that more than 50% what I do it's abstract or semi-abstract. The small part it's a pop culture and portrait, icon portrait. But I know that people very focus on that, and they have this in the mind. But mostly I paint abstract, semi-abstract, a landscape, something related with architecture.
Lines that inspire you somewhere, maybe traveling. You see a monument, you see a building, you see something that touches you, and it clicks. And it's almost more or less the same as a or listen to a musician or watching a video clip of a musician, and then that the musician clicks with you, and then it becomes an inspiration.
With very often it's even to paint a musician, it's maybe even easier because it's easy to go in this kind of mood. For example, when I paint a musician, David Bowie, so I listen David Bowie for 1 week, 3 weeks, or a half a year, and then I paint. So even sometimes it's even easier to get there, because before I start to paint, I put a lot of attention to my preparation, and when I feel that I fall in love in this topic, or I just know this and like this so much that I have something to say, then I start to paint. So for me, just a paint, it's the last part of this process, and very often it's the shortest part, because weeks, usually it's a weeks or month. It's my preparation to go into the topic. Of course, I can paint something, even I can start now and finish in a few days. But if I don't have this emotional impact, this emotional link with the topic, that will be the painting will be not alive, I would say. And I know that my collectors would see that if I put this, enjoyment, some kind of love, and my excitement about, for example, this car or a music, I know that my collector will find this for sure. But if I don't put the heart in my painting, that will be just for a year, be with me, and that's it.
Lovely. So I can see this influence from lines, from architecture, this classic rock music, and then you mentioned the F1, the
F1.
fast cars.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. I love F1.
I saw Ayrton Senna, the Brazilian
of course.
driver, the Brazilian icon of F1. So where does that come? Do you like watching? Are you going to the races?
It started because many years ago someone invited me to make a portrait series of F1 drivers, and of course I was familiar with F1. I was watching online the Grand Prix in internet television anywhere. So I was familiar with this topic, but when I start, to explore much more, I start with Ayrton Senna because it's Ayrton Senna. So I start to watching every interview which I find online with him, and after that, after few weeks, I think that was a few weeks, I just love him. He was awesome. And then I paint my first F1 portrait, and I did this whole series, and then with these paintings I appear in Singapore on Grand Prix. And then first time live, I hear Formula One engine, and that's awesome.
Was love at first gear.
Since then, I just love. It's awesome. And since then I was I don't know, on so many. I was in Monaco, in Mexico City on Grand Prix Formula One few times. Also, I was on Ferrari Finali Mondiali in Italy, on Monza and in Mugello track. Since then I like Formula One and races, and the engines, the cars, and last year I was on the Formula One, not Formula, that was a Ferrari Finali Mondiali, it's called like this. And I had that was pit lane pass, so I was just but I had ability even to touch every card on the line. On the start, so that was amazing. I still.
Oh wow! You had the whole pass. You had the special VIP area that you could just go there.
Yeah, the best of the best.
My goodness, dream come true. Sounds lovely. Good for you, Marta. Beautiful. We're going to do a break. We're going to listen to one of Marta's inspiration songs here with you.
To this painting, to this song, I did a few paintings, I think, few abstract.
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the jungle. We'll be right back right after the song. right, and we are back on Miguel Radio, the 21st of January. So many beautiful things happening. The year started in the right foot. We are positive. We're optimistic. We are surrounded by beautiful people, and that's what we need. That we have all the ingredients for an amazing year. 2026 is going to be fantastic, and that's what we believe. I'm here in the studio. I'm your host Miguel with Marta. Marta, how do you feel? All good?
Oh, I'm feel great.
Fantastic.
Yes.
So beautiful to hear your story. We're lucky. We're grateful. I have a question about the future, about what you see. I think the world is changing so fast. The technology as something, as a tool, as an instrument, is also changing. The way we used to create things is changing. How do you see your work, by with your experience, with the things that you've seen before? How do you see it changing in the next years?
I have no idea. I have no idea. No, the last changes whole this AI movement, let's say, philosophy and this tech revolution. It's it's so new, so different that if I try to think too much, I'm depressed, so I try not to think, just, keep going.
Yes, do you
And
ignore?
that's it, because, it's difficult to predict what will happen.
Yeah, you just keep on your process. Do you have a step-by-step thing that what you do, and that's what you keep faithful to it? Do you see it changing, or you're happy the way it is?
In this area, it's very important to keep going and not stop. But I have to have some kind of daily routine, quite stable, to in the morning go out, have a few exercise, start paint, make some emails. So I have to have some small part. When I'm here in Poland, I have to have some routine, and I think it's ground me, because we speak about the freedom, but freedom is very important. But to have this freedom, you have to have some some ground under your feet. So I try to have a routine, keep going, with simple things. And then it's maybe more easy to to be open for what future will bring.
That's beautiful. Yeah, I to keep productive, to keep the eye on the ball, and then without when you have a time to spare, you may be distracted by what's happening around, and then having.
I think right now it's very easy to be distracted. It's so easy. So I think this some. To keep the routine, it's very important to be consequent in the small steps, because I'm able to make my living with my paintings. I think what I can recommend for anyone, it's to have some kind of routine and keep the steps. So this, I know that there is a lot of this, legend about the artists that they, sleep for 1 week and then they do something and they again sleep for 1 week, or I don't know, party. I think in real life it's difficult to be an artist in this way, really. It's very important to have some kind of routine and to keep going.
Lovely. Yeah, that's wisdom right there. What are you working at the moment?
Right now, oh God, I love this series. That was very fun series. That was after my trip to Los Angeles a few months ago, and I started to work with, for me, extreme playful topic, Muppet show.
Yeah,
I grew
Sesame
up with
Street.
Sesame Street also. So I grew up on this topic, and when I start paint this, God, that was something. That was something fresh for me, and it's give me a lot of energy, and it's helped me to again see the bright side of life. Maybe more brighter. It's I work last few months with this a topic around the cartoons. and it's first time in my life, because earlier I remember I had planned maybe I would do something more fun, related with some cartoons, but I didn't feel, the mood for that. But after my trip to Los Angeles, God, that was something obvious to do, to go this way.
Connection with nostalgia, a connection with maybe your childhood
even,
self.
It's some with I would say it's with some kind of this, freedom which have kids, because it's very, it's not so serious. I think the key word here would be don't be so serious. So for me, my trip to Los Angeles a few months ago, that was something that two words which stay with me. Not so serious, not so serious. And right now I think maybe it's my motto for next few months. Not so serious.
Fantastic. Not so serious. Let's end the show with not so serious. How do people find you, Marta?
I'm on Instagram, of course, on Facebook, everywhere. Marta Zawadzka, art or Marta Zawadzka. It depends where. And of course, I have a website, martagallery.com. martagallery.com and Marta Zawadzka art Instagram, Marta Zawadzka anywhere. Marta Zawadzka painter, and there will be appear my name.
Fantastic. Follow, see, get mesmerized, get touched. Follow Marta. So many beautiful paintings, colors, lines, so much inspiration. A journey of 15 years of art.
I would say it's whole my life.
Your whole
45
life.
years.
Oh wow, so young. Follow Marta. We're going to close the show with something special, something that close to the heart, something that it's a surprise. Let's go with some Jimi Hendrix. Let's go with some Jimi Hendrix to close the show. Marta said that every time she wants to reset, she just paint Jimmy, and somehow he has this power of just getting rid of the blocks, getting rid of the procrastination, of the bad thoughts, and that's very interesting. It's very interesting how music affects also visual arts and also creativity, and that's lovely how we are all sensitive to everything, and we are connected we're all connected in the end. So that's what I find it beautiful. Marta, thank you so much. It was such a pleasure to have you on the show, Miguel on the radio. This is recorded live here on the studio today. You're listening all over the world. This is going to be repeated on the next 3 days.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. And also you can check it out on YouTube. Maybe you are listening on the YouTube right now. For our YouTube listeners, thank you and goodbye. Wishing you all the best from the heart of Poland, from IMI Radio to the world. Thank you. This was Miguel, the radio, the 21st of January. Goodbye. Have a wonderful week. See you next Wednesday.